Good day, friends, family, tech giants, creatives, and innovative minds. And you are welcome to this episode of Cinnamon&Fire, where we bring you stories from bold builders in Africa, the diaspora, and wherever, making waves in their respective fields. I am your host, DK Manuel Merimoth, and today it is a pleasure to have with me Mr. Samuel Adekoya. Please do a little bit of introduction and tell us about yourself and what it is that you do.
Hi everyone, I'm Samuel Adekoya, and I'm a software engineer based in Lagos, Nigeria. I currently work with Backend Digital, which is a London-based company that provides software development services for NGOs and other companies around the globe. I've been in this industry for about 5 years. I always been interested in computers, and in my uni days, I used to code for fun, and I naturally progressed to writing code for money, I guess. And I've always loved computers, and naturally that's gravitated into my love for coding and I developed a love for backend systems and system architecture, more than the front end, and that's what I've been doing all these years.
Okay.
So that's me.
Thank you. You're welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you here on the platform today with us. So to kind of dive softly into it, can you walk us through a project, recent or past, that you led the backend architecture from design, and then what factors influenced the decisions that you made in regards to like the architecture of the software or the scalability, or to support the goals that they had?
Yeah, recently, not so recent, but quite recently, I had to work on a flash sales e-commerce platform for a company I used to work for. So around November, we would have this sort of live stream events where we host different companies and host flash sales. And this time around, they decided they wanted to build the system from ground rather than outsource it into other applications. So yeah, It's a pretty unique business challenge because traffic could spike from a few hundred users to thousands and hundreds of thousands within seconds, and we needed to manage that. So I decided to go with the microservice architecture. I broke down different services into different services. We had a pretty small front end because it wasn't a lot done on that front. We had this simple front end that we built with React.js. For the backend is where things got interesting. We had different services. We had the inventory service, the order service, and the payment services. Those were the critical services. And I deployed everything on EKS, EKS that's Elastic Kubernetes Service on AWS, because it gave us the flexibility to auto-scale individual services independently. For example, the order service could scale much faster than the reporting service. So one of the biggest tricks was overloading the payment gateway. If, for example, if everyone checked out at once, that would make the payment gateway overloaded. And that's a bit of an issue when you're dealing with payment services, because you don't want your users complaining that, oh yeah, I can't check out, I can't pay, and you are losing the business money basically. To handle that, I used Kafka as a buffer. That way orders were queued and processed asynchronously, and that's kept the system stable under extreme load without dropping transactions. For performance, we needed sub-second product availability. That is, we needed customers to be able to access price and product details immediately. And because this is a type of request that we get often, it made sense to catch it. So I added Redis caching for inventory data. So that's way customers saw near real time product information, including the stock counts. And also set up on replicas on the database so that analytics and reporting services wouldn't interfere with the main transactional workflow. We had the guardrails for rate limiting to so we do not overload the servers, and we set up auto scaling policies because serving the users. It was a pretty successful outcome. It was successful in the first year, and we got to use it in subsequent years. So that's a service that I'm proud that I designed myself.
Wow, very in-depth and insightful. Thank you. And so, when you design cloud migration strategies, like what are some key factors you consider? And is there a particular migration that you have managed that you think you would do things differently now based on maybe new experiences or new information, new knowledge gain?
Mm-hmm. The first thing I'll consider is costs, because for most businesses, the whole point of moving from on-premises to cloud is they want to save costs. That's usually the first thing. Second thing is also uptime. Most on-premise servers are prone to sometimes frequent downtimes, and that can be quite for businesses. There's also data integrity and security. These are all positives to using cloud infrastructure, right? So on the previous project, working for the top here, I was tasked with migrating an application to cloud. They were using on-premise servers to store their it's a payroll management system, and they were using on-premise servers to manage payrolls. It became quite problematic because they were having difficulties accessing payroll PDFs immediately. We had frequent downtimes, and it was quite slow. So I suggested we move that service to the cloud using Docker and AWS. So I migrated it from its monolithic setup to AWS. I moved the payroll PDFs to S3, Amazon S3, which is quite good for storing for object storage, like PDFs, of course. Set up CI/CD pipelines to automate this process of for deployments, and we had RDS. We replaced the database with RDS. So it was a pretty seamless process, but the business was a bit insistent on keeping some services on-prem, while I opted for a full migration, and that became quite problematic because we had issues further along the line post migration. Looking back, I should have pushed back further on insisting on the full on migration than partial migration, which kind of cost the business in the long term. So that's something I think I would have done better. But overall, it was a pretty good decision to migrate that part of the service to AWS.
Okay. As a leader in your field, when leading, I know that I can imagine that collaboration and then knowing how to coordinate with all your team members is probably very essential. So when leading such initiatives, back-end initiatives, how do you coordinate with products and front-end operations or security teams, or which other involved parties or teams to ensure alignment? And if you have any scenarios, can you share how you handle them?
Yeah, so it's not enough to be a good backend engineer. It's you have to be a good engineer generally, and that doesn't just involve writing code. It also involves some having good knowledge on how your technical decisions affects other aspects of the business. So before building the products, we usually have meetings. We have sort of meetings with business stakeholders and technical stakeholders to figure out the best way to build these products, right? I remember years back, in my much junior years, we had a problem. While working for this company, we had a certain business requirements that wasn't properly communicated. So the product manager and the software engineers decided to go on a path that wasn't exactly aligned with what the business wanted, because we saw it from our angle that this is the best way to go about it, right? And for the business, they didn't communicate it well, but still it was not a good decision for them. And went ahead and we built out this product, awesome product by the way, but that limiting factor was just too much for the business. And when we came back to demo this product, we had built a great product, right? But the business weren't satisfied because the key difference was just too much for them. So if we had aligned earlier, the business side has brought their concerns, technical side have brought their concerns, and we sort of reached a compromise that would have, taken out that mistake from ever happening. But it did happen, and it became a big issue. Luckily, we were able to fix that, and we found a solution for that. But from that experience, I always insist on making sure that the business and the technical sides are very much aligned before we go ahead and start building out the product. So for me, it's all about alignment with what the business wants and pushing back if it's going to be a problem on either side. So I can't hear you.
Sorry. Yeah. I just noticed that I muted it. Sorry. My chair is a little noisy, so I don't want it interrupting
It's fine.
questions. Okay, so on a few of the questions that I have asked and that you have tackled, you've always mentioned everything in the end went well. So I think my next question is, in success for you, how is that measured in your platform work? What are there certain metrics that you look for to determine success rates or how successful a project was?
Yeah, for me, I think of success in business terms. There are also technical factors, but first I think about the business, because the whole point of software engineering is to solve problems, and if we can see that that problem has been solved, then I would say it's successful. For most products, most client-facing products, I would consider a product successful if the users can use the products and it's solving the problem we set out to solve in the beginning. For example, you build a product you build an e-commerce product, and you have users being able to use the product without downtime, and they are satisfied with the user interface, user experience, and they leave a positive feedback. I'll consider that a success. On the technical side, it's a bit different. I look at metrics such as latency, and uptime, and consistency. So also security. These are the three main factors I look at to consider a product a success. Of course, in software engineering, you don't always get that. There are always bugs, things break, and that's a good sign that you're doing something right. Things have to break, right? But I err on the side of caution, and if my users can use the product that has been built without too much complaints, I would consider it a success. We are mute again. Sorry.
So, in terms of what the future holds, what do you think are maybe some emerging trends that people, that is either from the designing perspective or from the company perspective, what are some trends that you feel that in the next 2 or 3 years that everyone has to pay attention to?
Oh yeah, I think the obvious answer to that is AI. I mean, it's the big boss and it's everywhere now. I think even now, AI sort of redefines the way we build software. We have a lot of AI assistants like Cursor, Clouds, even ChatGPT, and it seems like everyone is reliant on that right now. To me, I still see AI as an assistant rather than AI, rather than a replacement for software engineers. I don't think AI will ever be capable of original thought or domain knowledge, which is very important when building software. So yeah, I think the emerging trend is that we are all going to have to accept that AI is going to be a big part of our workflow in how we build software. But one thing that has never changed in software development over the years is that the fundamental principles are always going to be the same. That is solid principles and code style, algorithms. They are never going to change because these are the backbone of software development. And yeah, sure, AI may assist with doing that, but I don't really see AI designing software that can last, because AI pretty much, LLMs pretty much learn from work that has been done by other human beings, and in software engineering we need humans to keep innovating. AI is not going to do that for us. So I think we should embrace AI and probably build better AI software. We are all going to have to learn a little bit of AI at some point, maybe machine learning, data science. But yeah, it's not going to be a replacement for us. It's just a trend that we are going to have to accept. It's just the same way clouds, cloud computing, and serverless was a big
the network is
computing, quantum computing. That's going to be a big deal because it's going to make computers much faster than they are today. So I'm really excited for the future of software development. And, I hope to be part of it.
wow. And I think lastly, what I'll ask is about your hobbies. Like, what are some of the things that you do in your pastime just to relax when you're not working? And do you think some of the things you do while relaxing help optimize your workflow or your work process, or back-end development?
Yeah, I try to do as many non-screen related activities as much as possible. I like to read. I like to read books. I started collecting physical books rather than reading ebooks all the time because I want to be off screen as much as possible. So I read. I'm a cinephile, so I watch movies a lot, and I try to go to the cinema. I also enjoy streaming. Those are the top three activities that I enjoy doing outside of work.
Okay.
And if they play parts in, yeah, they do play parts in my role as a developer because they help me relax. Um, a lot of times I have a problem at work or it's problem I'm trying to solve at work, and I could be on it for hours, but just a few hours of stepping away gives me different perspective on that problem, and find a solution in no time. So yeah, that's I don't recommend solving problems by being on it 247. It helps to step away, take a step back, do something else, touch grass literally or figuratively, and yeah, come back to you.
Wow. Thank you very much for the insights and the advice, and just kicking it with us here today on Cinnamon&Fire. To those who are
Yeah,
watching at home, we encourage you to click the like button, comment, and subscribe, and just stay in touch for news for news updates about individuals, like I said, that are blazing trails in their space, in diaspora or in Africa or wherever they are in the world, in their tech fields or entrepreneurial fields. And it has really been a pleasure today to have Mr. Samuel Adekoya with us here today. If you have any, like, should I say, closing remarks or advice that you would like to give, we really appreciate that. And also, you can share your social media platforms, LinkedIn or Instagram, whichever one you're comfortable with. And also let people know if some of the products that you have built, so that we can kind of engage with you and enjoy some of your handworks as well.
yeah, it's been a pleasure being here, and yeah, it's nice to come out and talk about my experience. In terms of advice, I would say, yeah, it's the job market is not exactly great right now. I wouldn't say it's a great time to for newbies to get into tech, but one thing I've learned is that if you can always step out, stay on track with emerging trends, and can make yourself valuable, there's always going to be a space for you. So yeah, my advice would be to try to stay up to date with the latest trends. AI seems to be the big deal now, but there are um, also other fields that are just as exciting, and try to create value. And yeah, you will always find a space in the tech industry.
Right.
And yeah, my socials. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. I don't tweet a lot these days, but you can follow me on Twitter at Parcel Finger. My LinkedIn is my name, Samuel Adekoya, and I'll be happy to connect and engage with you on there. Yeah, looking forward to meeting new people and connecting.
Okay. Thank you very much. Did I ask one more question? Your LinkedIn. Oh yeah, and if there are any products that you have developed that we can also, or anything that is coming in the future that we can look forward to.
Yeah, about it, yes, but yeah, just follow me, and I'll put it out soon.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on today's episode of Cinnamon&Fire with Mr. Samuel Adekoya. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, again, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and connect with Mr. Samuel Adekoya on his LinkedIn, as he has provided for us. Mr. Samuel, again, it has been a pleasure to have you here on the platform. We look forward to engaging with you, and also seeing some of your developments, and following you to the top as you climb. All right. Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend and stay blessed. All right.